All right, so we're going to check out Vladdy Jr. and just kind of see how he moves, what kind of stuff he does, stuff that's a little bit different than what a lot of other guys do. But he's a guy that we call that has a barrel tip, right? So watch this thing go all the way out. You see how it's all the way out away from his body. So it's basically a barrel tip. So that's tipping it forward. Um, Guys can do this like unintentionally. He's very intentional. It's important to know when you do have a barrel tip or when you might do it naturally, because you have to account for that in your timing mechanism. It needs to be a part of your process, because if you don't understand that this move, like something this big, exists in your swing, then you're never going to be on time. So it's good to kind of pay attention and watch some stuff on video of your own. But yeah, so we'll go in. Let's watch how early he starts. So that first step comes in as the leg is reaching, as the pitcher's reaching peak leg lift for him. So his foot's down, but he's ready to get into position. So let's go at handbrake. Yep, his hands are moving. So what's moving right here? We know the pitcher's on handbrake, and my eyes are going straight to this guy right here. Not a whole lot of body movement there, more so a lot of hands. So his swing is more hand dominant than anything. So this is the point where we pay attention to. So the angle of this barrel right here is pretty much matching the angle of his spine. You're going to see it before pitch release, so you're going to see it actually start to work back that way, and it's going to have to get to this plane pretty quickly. But that's why he tips it out so early, is so he can get it back in time. So scroll this forward, pitch release right there. So he's already starting to work it back right around pitch release. But this is basically his loaded position. So he's almost got, if you think of it like a running start into the swing. So that right there, it's a really cool feel too. So like some drill work that I would encourage you guys to experiment with is start with the bat out, and as you're going forward, try to feel that move right there. Feel that, bring it back. So it's going from out in front to then back here in the matter of the forward move. Really cool feel. So foot down, and then here we go. Another thing to measure. Front arm with the bat angle there, and then it becomes an extension. I really want to focus on the side view here and the lower half. So more so landing. So this is going to be the stable base that we're rotating around. You're going to see a lot of guys. So they're going to land in this position right here. So feet, this foot is basically pointed towards the left-handed batter's box. This foot, like generally in the vicinity, they're both going to be pointed somewhat this direction. When they get out, when this foot right here starts pointing out towards third, or the hip starts to open up early, that's when we're going to be susceptible to breaking balls down and away. We're going to be susceptible to almost anything away, because this front hip is clearing backside to the left so early. So this is what you're going to see a lot of, is they land in this position. Some like to call it 50-50, which it probably is not a great thought for a lot of guys, but 50-50 because the weight is essentially centered in the middle of his body. I obviously could have drawn that slightly over to the right, but it looks like the weight is centered, but there's a massive transfer going on right here to where the back foot is going to become slightly unweighted, and the front foot is about to just stomp on the brakes and just shoot a bunch of energy up into the body. So what you're going to see from here is the head is not going to continue to go forward. So let's go. He's actually a little bit out in front of this one, as you can see there. But the head always, so if I draw, the head is going to stay behind this front hip all the time. So that's really where the biggest thing is. So you're rotating, this would be rotating around like a firm front side. When you get leaky and you're super out in front or you're a little lazy on the front side, this head is going to go past this line here. So the big thing here is landing strong in a good strong position and rotating behind that front side. So sometimes if we get a little heavy on our front leg, like if you're a front leg dominant kind of hitter, staying back and like almost rotating over the back leg is really good, is a good thought to have. And then on the contrary, if you have problems getting stuck on the backside here, sometimes swinging over the front leg is gonna be helpful, because the name of the game there is whatever our miss is, whatever our miss is, let's try to do the opposite. So if I'm heavy on the front side, let me try to be heavy on the back side. And I'm most likely going to land in the middle there somewhere. So that's kind of, that's how it goes. Same thing. If you flare balls oppo, it's like, all right, let's work on driving the ball to the left center gap. Or if we're too pull happy, we need to go more backside. So it's kind of, I like to think in opposites, because we're going to be able to land somewhere in the middle there with our adjustments, because that's all it is it's a game of minor adjustments. So that's pretty much it there, but big takeaways from this video, if you've made it this far, which I hope you have, is the big strong base with the feet in a good direction, head staying back past the midline or on midline, so it never gets in front of the center of the body, and then rotate behind the front side. So just simple cues, but big things, big important checkpoints. You're going to see this with almost every big league hitter that we look at. The base is strong, the feet are relatively pointed in a similar direction, and then everything rotates behind the ball, turning deep, getting behind the ball. So just leave me some feedback if you guys got any, and look forward to hearing from you.